Good morning, it's Monte Burris for the WB Group, and this is the Roncevalles report for February 2nd, 2014. Lots to report today, so I'm going to jump right in it. Last week I mentioned a property on Idlewood. That property was listed at $1,450,000. $1,450,000. It was a detached, completely renovated beauty just north of Bloor Street. That property sold $1,410,000. Congratulations to those folks. They got a great property, and it's nice to see those prices north of Bloor. I also mentioned to you a property on Galley Street needed a lot of work. That property got significant interest. It was written about in the Toronto Star, and it received on offer night 32 offers. I'm told 12 of which were serious offers, and finally sold for $803,649. I wonder if there's a coincidence in that 649 at the end of that number. Anyway, one of their neighbors recently sold for $1,150,000. So pretty much comparable property. So it'll be interesting to see if that becomes a flip or whether or not that's sold to an end user. A couple new properties to report. A real beauty on Marion Street. It's a legal non-conforming 5-unit on a 36-foot lot with a big 6-car garage in the back. Fantastic 5-unit property, fully leased. Produces about $7,500 a month, and this property is listed at $1,350,000. So $1,350,000 producing $90,000 a year makes it at list a 6 cap, fully leveraged. It yields about a 6% return on invested capital. I think it needs a little bit of work, maybe a little bit of new windows, but a great property for sure. Another multiplex just came up on Grenadier. This is a vacant property, needs a lot more work than the Marion property. By my estimate, it needs about $300,000 worth of work. It's listed at $929,000. That's a 30-foot by 128-foot lot. So very attractive at that price, but definitely needs some work to make it rentable. It's a 3+1 unit. By my estimates, if you put about $300,000 into that, that would produce about a 7 cap and give you about a 5% return on invested capital. Remember, when we're talking about return on invested capital, we're talking about all the money that you've put out of your pocket relative to the money that you're bringing in. So that includes land transfer tax, renovations, etc., taxes, etc., etc., etc. So what is your return on all the money that you put out? And I think that one gives you about a 5% return on invested capital, and that's based on my estimates about $300,000. Also another nice property, bit of a fixer-upper though, 61 Wright Avenue. That's just over there at Macdonell. It's on the south side of the street. It's a 2-story semi-detached. Needs some TLC for sure. It's a little bit rough, but good bones. And even though it's got an unfinished basement, there's good height in it, and it has a detached garage in the back that can be spiffied up. This is on a 20-foot lot, 132 feet deep, and it's listed for $679,000. So it's attractive at that price. Likely sell to an end user who will spiff it up and can become a nice family home. So a couple of other interesting things to report is I talked to other agents who I respect. They're all a little bit concerned about some of the negative press that came out of this Perth property. If you recall, that Perth property was listed maybe a little bit under market and sold $200,000 over list. So agents are concerned about negative press that we're manipulating some of the prices. So a lot of agents out there are reassessing what they're going to list some of these properties in the springtime at. I certainly don't want to be accused of manipulating the marketplace, or perception is reality out there. Anyway, that's the Roncevalles report for Monte Burris and the WB Group for February 2nd, 2014. Everybody enjoy the Super Bowl, and I look forward to being in touch with you next week. Take care. Bye.